Okay, today we are here with home staging star Helly, not Shelly, Helly Duncan. And this is a huge home that was entirely vacant, and Helly did extensive work, so you're going to get to see some really good stuff on this video. How you doing, Helly?
I'm great.
All right, you ready to be a star for the day?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's go ahead and start right here. Now this video is going to be a little bit different than other ones because I'm going to be moving around a lot, so you're going to have to pardon the bouncing around, but I think it helps to, get a real feel of walking through the house. Starting right off from the get-go, I noticed that instead of just a blank, empty front doorway, we've got a nice couple of little flower setups. And since this is actually a vacant home, and there's no water running out to the front on any kind of sprinkler system, it is just fake flowers, but it gives it some nice color, and that's a good starting point for us. And I noticed when Helly opened the door, I'm going to try and see if I can get this in without getting the flash of the mirror there, but inside you see a nice table and a mirror to, what I would say, invite you into the room and make it look bigger. And what does Helly think about that?
I think you're right on.
All right.
A comment on the greenery in the front too.
Okay.
Once the weather gets nice, sometimes we will just put in those little reservoirs and put in the real plants.
Oh, good.
And then we just have to come check on them every 2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks. Wow, that's fantastic.
We fill them up and leave them and come back and check on them. So in the summer we're able to do the real deal. Sometimes we do the fake deal, but they're options.
Yeah, that's excellent. I wasn't even aware of that, and that's a great professional tip. You call them a reservoir that you just put it inside?
Just get them at Home Depot or Lowe's. And
oh, excellent.
fill them up.
All right. Why don't you walk us through? Let's go inside.
So what we've done here, we have this huge foyer, and we just wanted to, again, as you kind of mentioned, make people feel welcome. It's a very large space, so we wanted to bring people in, welcome them. Mirrors are fairly traditional, helps open up the space, bring more light in many times. So it's nice when the door opens, it just makes the area feel lighter and brighter.
Okay.
And in here we have a nice home office. Basically what we did is we did sort of minimal accessories on the built-ins there, and we wanted to, of course, just give a sense of how the space can be laid out.
Okay.
We wanted to show that it's got flexibility and there's plenty of space for a desk and 2 chairs and make it comfy and cozy, but also a workable, usable space for someone. So that's what we did there. Another mirror. We use mirrors a lot. You're going to see mirrors in more than one place. You already have.
Yeah, okay.
And probably maybe 5 times in this home.
5 times, okay. So mirrors are big. Great tip
Mirrors
number
are
2.
Great. Yeah, mirrors are a great way. They're very safe and just a great way to fill space. And sometimes art doesn't work necessarily with colors, and so the mirrors are great.
All right. We'll go to this room. This is another room off of the foyer.
This was a space that has gorgeous architectural features, and we just wanted to kind of play those up. It was a huge blank canvas empty room. I think some people might not know how to place the furniture in here, so we floated the furniture, and then we set up another little vignette here and some benches just to show the homeowner how to lay out the space. And that's one of the keys to staging, is getting those juices flowing in people's minds about how they can lay the space out. Sometimes there's some real awkward spaces, and even if it's just a regular square like this, it's nice to get those juices flowing, and people say, "Oh, I've got a sofa like that," or you know, or maybe this would work there, or whatever. So. Okay,
and I noticed we did a quick walkthrough before I started the video, and I'm going to take a little video of this pillow and the. I'm spacing on the name of those. What do you call those?
Cube ottomans.
Ottomans, yes. Thank you. We have 3 of those at my house. On the ottomans, there's 2 ottomans there with a red pillow, and we're going to show you what that does when we come at this room from the other door, but we'll save that for a little bit. Okay, so let's go this way.
Okay. So
seems to be the natural order in the house.
So let's head into the so that would be more the formal living room. And so in this room we wanted to create a less formal appeal. And when you have those kinds of layering of rooms, you want to create different feelings in there. So you can, that also helps. In smaller houses, this is a huge house, but in smaller houses, when there are areas where you can make space, give people ideas about how, oh, this is a formal living room, or this maybe second and third bedrooms can be offices. People love the home offices. So again, getting those juices flowing, being creative about how to use space. But in here, we wanted to make this more cozy and comfortable and make it a real sort of family area as opposed to a formal, entertaining area. So that's what we did in here. Trying to think, we always, here's your, is this the third tip? We always put greenery in every room. You want to bring nature in.
We did get some of that greenery there.
And even if it's fake.
Even if it's fake,
still
okay.
Gives you that nice natural feeling that everybody feels more, they feel soothed. And that's why the earth tones are so popular right now. I mean, they're always going to be popular. If you look outside at nature, I get inspiration, I tell people to get inspiration for color from nature. Look outside and see what nature's got out there. And there's some really cool stuff. Think about a sunset. That can be orange and pink and blue. Would you think about putting that in a house? Probably not, but use the right tones. It can work really well.
Okay. Okay, let's do this. Here we go. Now, we are in the other room. Actually, I'm going to go way back here. And if you remember our famous red pillow and the ottomans, look at this, how if you looked in that hallway from where we are now and it was blank, I would imagine it would not look very appealing, wouldn't draw you into the room at all. And just a simple couple of ottomans and a red pillow. Very simple things to do, but makes a pretty significant difference.
Yeah, it just helps out, again, those little niches and little things like that. Great places to punch up color and do fun little things like that.
Excellent. Okay, we'll show you this house does have a spectacular view out of the back, which helps. Lots of windows, so it's very bright in here, which also helps. And you can see, I hope through it's hard sometimes when there's bright light coming from outside on the video to see, but the snow-capped mountains in the background. Talk about a nice deal for trying to sell a home. It's a little extra kicker for everyone. Okay, so now we're turning around from that same room, and why don't you tell us about this space?
So this is the kitchen eat-in area, and tip number 4 is...
Tip number 4, here we go.
We always vignette the tables. So by vignette, I mean we do table settings, and we always layer different shapes and colors with plates and whatnot. Sometimes we put glasses on it, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we put fake fruit in there. Be really careful about the kind of fruit you use because some of it can look really cheesy and cheap.
Okay.
So I would advise artichokes, raspberries, strawberries from Target, not so sure about.
Okay.
But those particular pieces of fruit are from Hobby Lobby. I mean, it's a great, easy, they're not that inexpensive, but they bring a lot of punch in for the buck.
Right.
So that's always something we do, always vignette. And we don't do silverware. We just don't feel it's necessary.
Okay,
So.
good. All right. Now I'm going over here so that we can see the kitchen from the other angle.
Excuse me.
No problem. And remember, this house was entirely vacant, is that correct?
It was entirely vacant. And
So-
again, it's a huge house, and you come in and you just feel like it's this huge cavern, it's echoing. And obviously, there's a line you toe with staging where you don't want to put too much in, so it's still, might seem a little echoey, but it's definitely like a ton better